This is the story about Bigfoot in my backyard. Written by Steve Zarnecki and illustrated by Ender Navianto. And read by me, Chase Zarnecki. Dedicated to all of those who truly believe, always know that if you can dream it, you can do it. I think there's a Bigfoot in my backyard, which is both scary and exciting. Is my backyard his living space, or is this a random sighting? I think there's a Bigfoot in my backyard, but it's just so hard to say. Is he the one breaking trees in half, or is that just nature's way? I think there's a Bigfoot in my backyard. I know I've seen him around. When I'm looking in the dirt sometimes, I find huge footprints on the ground. I think there's a Bigfoot in my backyard, as far as I can tell. I know when he's gone through the woods, because he leaves an awful smell. I think there's a Bigfoot in my backyard. It's much more than a hunch. Listening on quiet moonlit nights, I hear its whistles, howls, and grunts. I think there's a Bigfoot in my backyard. I'm certain it's out there. Though I haven't found the creature yet, I'm sure I found its hair. I think there's a Bigfoot in my backyard because when it starts getting dark, that's when he seems to come around and make my dog Kermit bark. I think there's a Bigfoot in my backyard. I've tried to tell my folks, but they just laugh, smile, and say that Bigfoots are a hoax. I finally met the Bigfoot in my backyard while playing in a tree. Turns out, he just wanted to be my friend, which was quite all right with me. I know when Bigfoot is in my backyard because sometimes I hear his knocks. And other times I know he's there when he's throwing little rocks. I know there's a Bigfoot in my backyard, but I wonder what he eats. Berries, birds, fish or fruit, or other mystery treats. I'm friends with the Bigfoot in my backyard who watches me like a hawk and makes me feel nice and safe when we go on nature walks. I think about the Bigfoot in my backyard when it's time for me to rest. Where do you sleep, my furry friend? In a cave, a tree, or a nest? Playing games with Bigfoot in my backyard is really something to see. He's definitely not good at hide and seek when he takes cover behind a tree. At the end of another day of play, as we headed around the bend, Bigfoot looked up at me, and I knew our time was coming to an end. Bigfoot was ready to move on and go, and it was time to say goodbye. As he walked into the woods and waved, we both had teary eyes. If you see Bigfoot in your backyard one day, give it some time and soon you'll see. He only wants to play with you, and your friend he soon will be. The end. For now. Thank you so much for listening along to Bigfoot in my backyard. Pick up your copy of Bigfoot in my backyard at Amazon.com. You can find it on paperback or Kindle. Have a good day.